I'm back. How's everyone going? Doing another tip video. This time the subject's a little weird, but I think is really good, and I think everybody should try it out. There's a thing called, when you go into options, there's a tab right over here. Unit query overrides hero control console. So what is the hero control console and what is the unit query override? Well, this is the hero control console. So when I click a unit, it selects them and put them down. But anytime I click, instantly, I'm attacking, doing my thing here, it goes well out of its way. This tip is super useful in the sense that I think it helps new people, and when you're practicing last hitting or setting up and all that stuff, I think it's great in game. It's just a little buggy in the sense it has a couple things that don't quite work with it. So if you turn this off, unit query overrides hero control console, what do you get? It's on by default for most people. You get a little pop-up menu on the right. So now I can click this hero, walk around, you see my damage there, then I know when the last hit, or I know what in some cases. So in demo mode, I'm clicking the other hero and it doesn't pop up. So it doesn't work in demo mode. So what I've learned, you can't really test this out in demo mode. It just says that, okay, I'm not going to show you what I see in other things. So let's get out of that. That's a problem I didn't know existed until this second. So because of that problem, I'm going to show you in a bot game what's going on here. So it's still fairly simple to explain. So when I select my hero and I do my movement around, I still have that bot unchecked. But when I select him, I can get all that information. Now I'm clicking, I'm moving around crazy, I'm leveling up, I'm doing all kinds of actions. That stays up for about 7 seconds. So you can look at allies or enemies in the same bit, and you can click on things and you get time to do it. It shows you all kinds of details, all kinds of wonderful details, just like the Now this pretty much the same details as when it's below. I just unchecked it. Now I'm turning it, or I turned it back on, now I'm turning it back off. And for me, it's very useful because it's closer to my eye level, so it's easier to see than looking down. And I also have more time to read out all the things I want to read out. And you can do this with enemies. And you do this creeps for last hits to keep track of certain things going on. You can see all the promise this has right here. I clicked on him. I'm running away. While I'm running away, yeah, he still might kill me. Let me try to get him back in sight so I get more 7 seconds if I can. So I clicked on him. So I'm doing all this stuff, and then I can click what items he has and all that stuff. Now, as you might have noticed, these menus are missing the problems that come associated right now. We're just going to start flying through them, and the ways I know how to fix them, because I think a lot of it can be overlooked and can be worked around. I select my hero here. I can't see his TP, but if I hold down Alt, they have a TP. I can see up here in the top corner that TPs are that they have a TP, so I don't need to necessarily worry about that. And missing the neutral item slot, which I'll have to play a little bit farther so you guys can see. Alright, I had to let this game play for quite a while. But as you can see, we have what's wrong with them? So we have neutral items and TPs on the other guys. So turning that back off so you can see the direct comparison. So no neutral item here, which is a big problem as the later game goes, because you can't read the enemy neutral items. I can't see the ally neutral items, but that's not so much a problem because I can go to the shop and go to neutrals, and then I get pictures of who has what neutral item there as my ally. So I think, especially if you're like in your first couple years of Dota, the benefits outweigh the problems. And we go with a couple more problems. Other than it shows you like I can still get the long readouts of defense statistics and the numbers and click everything, and it pretty much works, right? One of the biggest problems once you get a little farther into Dota, Roshan doesn't show the items he has, so you don't know, which is game changing, especially once you start getting above Archon ranked in there. So when I click him here, I can see his inventory. I don't know why that's a thing. I wish they'd fix it. I would really like everybody to use it, or thumbs up this video to just say, hey, we want to use it. I want to keep it around. I just want it fixed so it actually updates with all the possible options, because it is so much more handy to have that up, even though I'm going to die here. Oh yeah, I'm totally dead. So much more handy. Granted that I'm dead, I could select through items a lot more securely than before. And the thing does stop updating when they go out of sight, and as soon as they go back in the sight, it's just like this in how it works. But they add the TPs back and neutral items and what Roshan does. I think your chat bubbles pop up over top of it now. So most of those things should be resolved. It's really good. I still really highly just say turn that shitter off and just give it a good try. I'm pretty sure most of you like it, and it's extremely useful at just seeing when you're trying to last hit, like, okay, I can't remember what the creep's damage is, 336. I can hook him at 360, he's instantly dead because that's pure damage, and that creep has no armor, so I don't have to worry about it. These do. The range creep doesn't. So you just get better informed about the game and grow as you go. There it is. Thanks for watching. I'm trying to create a playlist of just tips and hopefully subscribe stuff. Hopefully it'll get more, or subscribe just to help me out. It's free and it's useful. But these tips, I'm going to try to create a playlist. I don't know on YouTube, but hopefully it'll be there. Anything you have, you want something more broke down or easier to see or a better explanation, write it there, and hopefully I'll get to it at some point in time. I'm trying to only do one of these a week because it's a lot more work than just producing a normal video. Hopefully you guys have a great week. Catch you soon.